like the Wonder Nation Brotherhood, or I was kind of thinking someone might try out that Skaven army renown, like just for the laugh. Kind of thinking someone might try out that Skaven. Well,
Okay, so I did not click the go live button, so it's a bit again. That's not sure what's going on there. Anyway, we're back again. If it plays twice, because it's like there's like a start streaming and then a go live button. So I've never done the scheduled broadcast before, but I don't know how it works. But anyway, yeah, release the beast. I did do a big spiel about we have all the teams before, and that's been lost to history. But anyway, we're going to do the list review. I'm not doing all of them. Geordie's here. Hi, Geordie.
hey, Stu.
So I cut off the first 4 minutes. But okay, I'm not going to do the contrived intro because we already did it. But anyway, we're going through the Release the Beast teams. For those who my normal YouTube watchers, this is the biggest TTS team event. And we have 29 teams. We will have 30 tomorrow. Of 8 players. So, like, 240 players, which is insane. And this is what the meta looks like. We have, I mean, we were saying as what we expect, which is we have kind of pretty big representation of the kind of top 3 armies. The Stormcast, OBRs, Tzeentch. And then everything else is pretty standard. Only thing is the Nighthawk, right? That's like the big one where we thought there'd be more of that. But 16 is still a fair amount.
Yeah, it's probably quite a few people who haven't like picked up that it's still just fucked. And then probably Seraphon and Beast of Chaos as well. Like a little bit like Brotherhood. Or
yeah.
Well, I was kind of thinking someone might try out that scheme.
So,
you playing around, like.
Oh, is that coming through your side? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the 4 minutes that we lost.
Okay, there we go. Anyway, it's a mess, but it's okay. We shall go through. Should we go through the team comps then, or let's do the maps first, I guess. So, we have 4 rounds. Now we're kind of playing them simultaneously. So the players will get matched against 4 other teams, and then, which is like round 1, 2, 3, and 4, and these are all the missions they'll be playing. So you do the pairings, and then games 1 and 2. That's the mission you play, etc. Are there any spicy angles on these maps, Geordie?
I mean, I'm extremely disappointed what you did to Starstrike.
so because it's 16 maps, right? And there's only 12 battle plans. I was like, I'm going to include some of them twice, and it's definitely not going to be Starstrike. But I'm going to put it here first. And we did house rule it, so which is what Geordie's referring to, where you can't set up traps with Sylvaneth to blow people up. So the mysterious rule that they made was that if the comet lands on a faction terrain feature and has models standing on it, the terrain feature's destroyed, and then everyone else goes with it. So,
sad.
But yeah, it just does D6 mortal wounds because that seems like a much better solution to me. And the models that were on the objective on the terrain feature just move like directly down. Yep. But yeah, I put it in a devious spot, which is map 1 of round 1. That was the idea. I was like, here we go, all gas, no brakes, Starstrike round 1. Yeah. So we have so round 1 is like kind of 2 of the more spread missions and then 2 very close missions. Other than that, the other rounds are a bit more balanced, I think. Yeah.
I mean, round 4 is a bit interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Like you got the you've got kind of 4 relatively spread missions. Like Battle for Pass, even though it's obviously playing the center, it is a long way, so it can kind of. And then Device is kind of similar, but it's obviously late game that it matters more.
Yeah, it also probably low drop is probably really good in round 4 as well, right? with the Jaws of Galan and I think Battle for the Past too. Yeah, because Battle for the Past, if some armies really struggle on that mission because you can't do take the flanks. So unless you have some ridiculous teleporting thing or your opponent stuffs up. So yeah, can be hard if you're going second sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I found that when I was using my list the other day, the Soul White list, if you can just pin your opponent, kind of turn one, in for a World of Strife, basically, they just can't score.
Yeah, if they can't find a do not wave away, it's just very hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The differential is the 37-20. So I stuck with this because there were a number of 20s and there was about sort of the normal number. So yeah, I know some tournaments are using a lower number there, but at least in the last time we ran this, it seemed to mostly work. Seems to me like the bit I don't like about the table is kind of in like the 15-5 sort of region. I feel like if you win a game by 20 points, it should probably be more than 15-5. It's kind of the area where I'm not so sure about. So maybe a non-linear way of doing it would be better. I'm not sure. Yep. Anyway, that's that. Okay, so we have the team comps to save us going through all the lists. So I guess we'll kind of talk about. Shall we start with the returning champions from the past two Release the Beasts, which is the bin men, the villains, the team no one wants to win, even the people on it. So they're running. So one feature of the pack that I think they're the only team taking advantage of is you can take an army of renown and an army in the same team, and it's fine. So they're taking Stormcast and Ruination Brotherhood. And then, yeah, Beast of Chaos, Seraphon, Tzeentch, Feck, Nighthaunt, and Ironjaws. So the Feck and the Ironjaws are probably the two things in there that are a little bit off meta, I would say. I think is Luke the only Ironjaws player?
I think so.
No, there's 4. Okay.
There's 4.
No, there's a few other ones in there, but yeah.
I think, I mean, they'll probably just sit in the center a little bit, that Ironjaws listen, because it's got, as you'll see later, Braggots in it. Probably helps it score a lot better.
Yeah, well, let's go to that list, shall we? So it's all the way down the bottom, isn't it? Where are we? Bin men. Just gonna search for Mr. Bin. Here we go. Yeah, so I've actually seen him play this list before, but it's basically, as Jordy was saying, the Braggots for the tactics, and then also to get a wizard, and then a Tusk boss with more Grunter Gouges, which are terrible, but you kind of want to have a fast unit in this army that can go and do stuff, and the Trophy Skulls at least makes the control score good. And other than that, it's just okay. I've seen him die to some very silly things over the past few months, but he's okay, the Tusk boss. Then 40 Ard Boys. Getting countercharged by 20 Ard Boys sucks, because they do mortal wounds. Yeah. It's really good against, like, infantry that wants to hit you, and really terrible against probably everything else. So it's I've played something similar, but it's a bit of an uphill battle, I think, for Luke. But if he pairs well, he should be fine. And then Tomas is running the kind of the fact list we were talking about. So yeah, we've seen this kind of go around a bit. I think it's the surprise in here is the 2 units of Crypt Horrors. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of them.
No, I'm not either at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just too many matchups. They kind of just get a little bit exposed, don't they? Like yes. the second you start getting like large amounts of like minuses for anything, they just struggle.
Yeah.
And also they just suck into anything with armor.
Yeah, I remember when I was doing my my math arc, they were very bad. Obviously, math is not everything, but it is something. I mean, the Morbeg Knights are great, but I guess just the question is, what else would you run instead of the horrors? You get like
I mean,
6
at least with
Morbeg and then
ghouls, you can you got weight of dice there, which is something like, you know. That's another issue with the horrors as well, isn't it? Like, obviously, when they start getting reductions and that, they've got no weight of dice behind them to actually be able to do anything.
Yeah, it just becomes very swingy, and they don't have the crit auto one, do they? Like the horrors, the ghouls do. Yeah.
I'd
So
double
the
check
debuffs hurt
before I'm like 100% wrong. I'm fairly certain they don't.
Oh no, they do.
Another thing is like the scoring side of it as well. Oh, they do have crit auto one. There you go.
Yeah. So, but you're right. They're only control 1. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Like, obviously, you can for what's that? Is it 40 points, 20 points more? The horrors 170 or 160?
150. So the
Oh, sorry. Ghouls.
I think they're 160, right? 170.
Yeah, so for
170. Yeah.
That's it.
You can't really fit them at this point, right?
No, but I mean, I don't know if you take horrors at all, would you? You just drop them in. I mean, if you get 40 horrors, at least you got something that can score really well.
Yeah.
I just think this like probably struggles a bit to hold on missions that it probably wants to be playing on anyway.
It definitely, yeah. It doesn't look like a fire in the middle army to me. Probably, if you just find something that has debuffs and just stands there, it might be hard. But
yeah,
6 objectives probably what it wants to do. Yep. Yeah. So that's the bin men. They do have a Seraphon list that I know that we're running in one of our teams as well.
Exact same.
And I think there's this list has been in and around a couple other teams, so we'll kind of zone in on it. But the 12 Croxagore Warspawn with supporting Skinkmen, it's a thing.
They hurt.
Yeah, I did the sad comparison of comparing Ogroids to Croxagore today, and I was like, what do Ogroids have over these exactly? The big factor with the Croxagore that makes them so annoying to play against is if they do come back on a 4-up, you can put the 2 war picks in the unit, which it's just annoying. It's just like a lot of the damage anyway. So
it's kind of putrid, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like they have kind of 4 ablative Croxagores before you actually really start cutting down the damage a lot with the war picks that they just do. I mean, what is it? It's like 8 attacks, 2s and 2s, Ren 1, damage 4, Ren 2 against monsters, which is just like...
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the time you're probably going to give them anti-infantry or anti-cav or something like that.
Yeah.
And they just go in and just delete.
Yeah, as a general point, we've been seeing a lot more of that, right? I think that's where the game's going, is you pick an anti-something charge, and that's actually better most of the time now. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think obviously, some lists in that were going pretty hard towards just like skewing like particularly one way, like Sylvaneth, all monsters and all that sort of shit as well. Like, or what you'll see with the 80 Bestigor. Especially if you hit like on a decent roll anyway, like 4s and 2s or 3s and 2s for the good weapon. So it's like, what do you need the bodyguard and that for in this list?
Yeah, because just not every list can use the -1 attack well, can it? You just need like something that can actually survive a hit against.
Pretty much.
Like, you can't take like a 14 wound monster with -1 attack and expect it to live 6 like Croxagore because it has -1 attack. That's like, it's just gonna die anyway. It's just die anyway.
Well, unless it's got like obscene healing and like 2 ways to get like +1 to save type thing and a final ward.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a scary list. All right, well, that's the bin men. What other teams we want to go through? So, well, let's go with the honorable mention to the team that submitted their list the fastest. There was another team that actually submitted their list before these, but they changed them. So this I'm counting as the fastest. Egg timers, so the name was on point. So there's like Slave, Stormcast, Lumineth, OBR, Tzeentch, Beast of Chaos, Skaven, and Doc. So A point about Lumineth is that's definitely fallen off a lot. So there's only 7 Lumineth players in this event. So that's a lot lower than what it was 3 weeks ago, which would be like 24 before the nerf, I think. Do you think that the nerfs are big enough to make it drop from 24 to 7? Is that real?
I mean, I think it's more not so much the nerfs, but the way that everything else has kind of moved as well. I mean, obviously it's the nerfs, but you're starting to see a lot more bodies, a lot more wounds on the board.
Yeah.
Which I think really hurts what they want to use.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I don't think I saw a Severus when I was going through, which was a bit surprising. Having said that, there might be one, but I saw like a couple of lists, and most of them were running Alania. It didn't look like they were running Severus, which is kind of a little bit madness, to be honest. But
yeah, I still think the Sev is great. It's probably not the normal foxes, right? Yeah.
No.
Yep. So that's Lumineth, and so I want to give an honorable mention to this list, which I still think is good in teams. I was saying to Jordy before, I do like this list still. The reason is it's very annoying to pair against because it's like, what do you actually put into this where it's like guaranteed I'm going to win the game? Yeah, I guess if you have some strikes first thing, you got a good way of beating this. I guess that's the answer. But
I mean, probably something like Nighthorn.
Yeah, with the strikes last thing, because then it would cancel out. Yeah,
and with the Lord Executioner, which we're going to see a lot of. You go into the Baron Guard. Obviously, they're only on 2 attacks each.
Yeah,
you'll nullify a lot of the damage and just do a fair amount, and take out a fair amount of the unit.
Yep. No, Nighthorn's a good shout. I mean, before I'd say like Lumineth is not a great matchup for this, just because of the mortal wounds from the Dawn Riders, and then the constant threat from the Foxes on Be'lakor, but and the Vanguard, to be honest, because just Ran 3 just kind of melts them. But yeah, I think if you're a melee army, it can be hard.
Well, I mean, I'd probably say also OBR with the Archai and Soul Mason.
Well, then you kind of run into the Be'lakor dynamic, right? If you've only got the like one kind of main hammer, then there's some.
Yeah.
It's just Be'lakor. It's just you got to roll the 3-ups.
But I mean, that list just wants to go second, like just sit there anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, you kind of play defensive until you start winning the game, and then you can play offensive. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's the Vanguard list. I guess let's look at there's a Lumineth list in here just as an example of the kind of Lumineth list that we're seeing in this event. So like the Sentinels are a trend. I know there's some people playing 60 Sentinels. I don't think that list is in this event, but that's around the place. You're still seeing Sentinels and Dawn Riders. I think that's like the main thing people playing at the moment. And then some of them have Sev, some of them don't. I played against this a few times in the last few weeks, and what I'd say is it's just it's 2 things that don't want to get tagged. So you better not get tagged. That's the problem, right? Just don't get tagged, and it's good, but yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, like it still probably scores pretty well. It's got a lot there that can just kind of keep it scoring throughout the game. So even if it doesn't kind of just roll through stuff the way it did before, it can probably still score decently.
Yeah.
Or get double turn because it's a 3-drop and just lose 20-0.
Yeah, it is 3-drop. Yeah, that's maybe an issue, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. As you said, Alania everywhere. OBR. Oh yeah, I saw this list before. This is I like this list. This is interesting. It's there is a lot of Catacross. I can do a little control F here. Where are we? We have 12 Catacrosses in this list, in this event, which is a lot. That's actually a lot. There's probably half Catacross, half Nagash. and I have to go back. But yeah, Detro also has your favorite Archive. They're good. I don't know why they get a 3-up ward against manifestations, but they do, and it's yeah. Don't run manifestations into them. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I'm a little bit like feel like you should be running the Soul Mason.
Yeah, the strikes first is big. It's just the 160 points. If you get into list builder, basically you kind of have to run 2 heroes if you're going to run the Soul Mason. Just the way the points work, it's very hard to get something else. You kind of have to just invest into 4 spells if you're going to do that. Which, to be fair, OBR probably have the best manifestations in the game. So, or slightly after Beast of Chaos. Beast of Chaos are the best, but yeah, they're definitely up there. So,
I'm also not big on the diversionary tactics.
That's the -2 to charge one, right?
Yeah, like you want to be charged. You don't really want to be charging. I feel like.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's like you get -2 to charge, and then your opponent fails to charge, and you're like, no, I wanted you to come in. No.
Pretty much. I feel like they probably should be aura still already. It opens them up to being shooting a little bit.
Yep. Because the -1 to wound is massive against like long strikes and this kind of thing. Them going to wounding on 4s is huge. So, yeah. Yep. All right. So that's kind of the egg timers. I guess we'll move on to the next team. So, what have we got? We got the first American team, which is Slaves of Darkness. I don't know why that says Destruction. Apologies. Gets Beast of Chaos, Sylvaneth, Nighthaunt, Cities of Sigmar, OBR, and Bone Splitters. So, how many other cities we've got? We've only got 7 cities in this event. Maybe it's just zoning in on the cities. So, and this also has the Bone Splitters list. So let's look at those two. So, okay, hold on.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Okay, this is all right. It's the first one we encountered, so let's just make the point here about this. So, I posted on Twitter today the distracted boyfriend meme of AOS frauds looking away from Kronus and Karazai towards 80 Vestigors. So the previous version of that was, what are they looking away? From Foxes.
Kronus Karazai.
Yeah. Looking away from Foxes towards Kronus Karazai. Yeah. And now we're up to 80 Vestigors. I mean, obviously I'm joking, but it's a very strong list. The debate is whether to go Death Grip or Bestial Cunning. I think with the 80 Vestigors, maybe the Death Grip's better. I don't know. But yeah, it's good.
It's very good.
Whenever I play Beast of Chaos and they actually get to cast their manifestations, it makes me rage. Because it's like if they actually get one off, they don't really have any bonuses to cast or anything, right? But they're one casters. But if they get them off, it's like they're just really awful to deal with.
I do think having this list and something else that just screws shooting just means you can basically never defend with a shooting list.
Yep. So massive attacking power. Can kind of play every mission. There's like a few bad matchups. Like I think the Gash Death Riders list is bad for this, but for the most part, there's not anything that's terrible. It's just at the end of the day, it's 80 infantry models, so it is still hard to play. Just a lot of models is hard to play. So yeah.
Where's the clock? Where's the clock?
Yeah, it also just you get tired playing. Like mental tiredness is a thing as well. When you play this many models, you just start making mistakes that you just never would. I was playing with 100 Witch Elves yesterday, and I almost failed Caesar Center. So it's one of the things where I ran 6 a unit to like get in my aura range, and then it was like I now have to roll a 6 on 1 of 3 units, or I'm gonna fail Caesar Center. And I did roll a 6, but yeah, it's hard to play in that many models. Yep.
Yeah. Probably
Yep.
Look at Jeremy's list as well. The cities.
Yeah. So let's go to cities. Okay, so we're full elves and human Autobots. Which is kind of a good idea, I think, actually. What is Dawnbringer? It's the Dawnbringer Crusades, extra movement on turn 1. Okay. That's actually interesting in this. I mean, you don't want to have... The only other one you'd do is, I guess, the bonus to cast, but it's only one wizard, or the -1 to wound on the first turn, which is fine, but not massive.
Does it -1 to wound just everywhere or in your own territory? I can't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, it's the one where you start in fortified.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably the movement one's the best one, right?
Probably.
+2 move, I think it is, and then the Fortress City Defenders is wholly within friendly territory. You're right, so that's terrible. Yeah, so I guess this is the only good one. And then the Sorceress has can only be wounded on. It's wounded, right? Yeah, only wounded on 4 up ones, and then the bring back models thingo, which is obviously very good. With Cal's and Toll's companions, which you can bring back.
Yeah. It's an interesting list. I'm interested to see how it goes. Obviously, he tends to do really well with the cities, so even though I'm still unsure about them.
Well, I spent a long time with debating Galen and Deralia, but I think in this list, it's just a matter of getting the orders down, and it's 2 orders for 210, just kind of the cheapest you can get it, so that makes sense. But yeah, Drakespawn Knights are really, really good. They're insanely good, so really efficient units. Just not a lot of like tech, to be honest. It's like one spell, and then it's kind of it. So
all gas and brakes.
Yeah. And then we have Gavin's list, which he did go 5-0 with. I think this exact list with the 60 more boys and the 2 big bosses. I think possibly his manifestation laws changed. That's the only thing from memory. But yeah, it's 60 more boys and then 2 units of Savage Oryx, and then a Wurgog and 2 units of 2 big bosses, and then the big Grix Cruel Shots. Yep, which are quite undercosted, but a bit random, I would say. The kill bows anyway. So like random in terms of rolling dice, and then also the matchup. So it's nice though to get some shooting in Bone Splitters, because sometimes you just get stuck in combat and it sucks. So it's nice to get a way out. No Wardock is based because the Wardock is only good for Kragnos, which doesn't make any sense. But anyway, it's just all this abilities are just almost completely useless for normal Savage Orcs. The only good one is like Retreat and Charge, but even for that one, you have to get the enhanced effect for it to do anything. Like the other ones are like -1 to cast for wizards, and then the other one is return.
Heal, isn't it?
Yeah, which is return 3 wounds worth of models, which is 1 Savage Orc, or if you get 6, that's 3 Savage Orcs, which is decent. But yeah, you have to get the enhanced effect on any of the prayers for them to do anything. So for 100 points, which in Bone Splitters, since every unit costs the same amount of points, pretty much, it's never clean. Like the reason he's got the Cruel Shots in here is if you actually work out what you can get for 340, it just doesn't work. Like you can get like 20 more boys and then have 20 points left over, but you've already got 60 though. But then because what you'd actually want to take in this list is probably either 1 unit of 10 Ball Boys or 2 more units of 10 Savage Orcs, but then you end up with some weird amount of points left you can't do anything with, so you just waste points. So this is just better. Yeah.
I mean, I can only guess what this is going to be defending on every single round.
Oh yeah. If you don't have an army that can push them off the circles, you just can't win. It's just so many horrible models.
Yeah, but it does make it a little bit transparent from pairings. But it's still, if you haven't got the armies for it, then you're gonna struggle.
Well, I think the thing about this army is you can definitely still play it on the spread missions as well. It's just so many models. You just got to be a bit careful with sometimes like your super juggernaut units that just can like speed run 20 more boys over and over again. That can happen. You just gotta be a bit careful with that. A lot of playing Bone Splitters I found is when someone hits you, you pray you don't die, and that's most of the gameplay. just don't die. Just keep them locked in combat for 1 more turn, and I win the game. Just don't die. That's playing Bone Splitters, but yeah. Yep. Okay, so then we have the worst guys, so the Germans. How are we doing for time? Okay, we're good. Tzeentch, Stormcast, Bok, OBR, Cruel Boys, CDs, Clone Spite, Skaven. Should we go through the Skaven list? I think and then I guess the Tzeentch list, right?
Just get it over and done with, eh?
Skaven, yeah. Is this the
I'm pretty sure.
the copy pasta, right? No, this one is slightly different. Okay, so we might not go through that one. When we see the copy pasta, we'll go through it. But let's go through Toby's Tzeentch list. Obviously, long time TTS Legends / Worlds player. So, and fellow help me put stuff in spreadsheet person. So, it's double bird. So people have moved away from that a little bit. Even with demons, right? Some people have stopped playing double bird.
Yeah, it looks like if you go through a lot of the lists, it looks like Kairos has been dropped in a lot of lists.
Really? Kairos?
Yeah, and just going like,
nah, that's madness.
if you check most of the lists, a lot of the lists.
I haven't looked at. I honestly, my eyes glazed over the Tzeentch list, so I haven't really looked through.
A lot of them, Kairos for just a lot more bodies. So I think there's like one list with like 40 blues and 40 pinks, and I think like 2 chariots and other shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
look, when I play against Kairos, I feel like it's the most broken war scroll in the whole game. So I don't know. That could just be me, but I just feel like when I play against, I'm like, why is this a war scroll? It's so stupid. But no, I personally, I think there's no way you don't take Kairos, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Just playing against it just feels horrible. Anyway, he has 6 flamers, 6 skyfires. Geordie messaged me saying, "Toby, please pick one." But
I mean, I have seen like it does make sense with his manifestation choice, what he's trying to do, but at the same time,
yeah,
it's like
shooting.
Yeah, I mean, he's sticking back with probably Skyfires and probably teleporting flamers forward and trying to get them back out, but yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit light on the bodies, isn't it?
Yep. I actually played against I played against Law of Fate for the first time yesterday instead of Law of Change. I didn't realize the Destiny dice spell in Law of Fate is reroll all the dice except 6s.
Yeah.
So why is that a rule? I was playing Alan. He goes to roll it, and he had, he started the game Destiny dice. He had nothing higher than a 4, right? And he's like, "That's terrible." I'm like, "Oh, that might win me the game," and he just didn't really say anything. And then he rolls it, and then he gets on the first reroll, he gets like 4 6s. I'm like, "Oh shit!" Oh, that spell was good value. So,
yeah.
The only problem with the Law of Fate is if you have a lot of casts, you do run out of stuff to cast. Because the 2 damage spells are big to get the burning. So if you go on Weird Flame, I think you got to go the Law of Change, really.
Yeah, I think the Law of Fate's only really good if you're pushing around Zangles.
Yep, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, so Team Wales. We have OBR, Skaven, Feck, Deepkin, Stormcast, Soulblight, Nurgle, Beast of Chaos. What's the Skaven list? Is it a copy pasta? No. Where's the copy pasta?
I saw this one. This one was a bit. I didn't quite get this. Obviously, I haven't read through all of that, but I was a bit confused, to be honest.
Vizic and Kritok under warps here, so it's the move stuff forwards and move stuff back thing. Yeah. It's probably a bit light on bodies, but the Storm Vermin, if you do manage to engineer a way to get them in, they're good. Oh, triple crawler based. Okay, now is this good? Because I don't know. I've been thinking recently, is this a thing in this meta? Maybe.
I think in this meta, I think it probably is, to be honest. I think
could definitely be good.
Yeah, I think if you look at what some of the armies in there are running, lot of bodies. I think it's probably really good.
Yeah, and a lot of infantry as well. To be honest, there's a lot of infantry. I believe OJ is not running Beast of Chaos.
But Math Mellow is. What the fuck's going
Oh,
on?
okay, all right. So he's okay, but he has 10 Centaurs instead of 20 Bestigors, so therefore it's not exactly the same list. Yeah. Is he missing a? He's missing a something. All right, we'll work out what
he's missing the heroic trait.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put in one, and then if it's wrong, then they can contact me. Let's put in Death Grip, and if that's wrong, then please contact me. If it's Bestial Cunning, then let me know, or the other one that you wouldn't take. Yeah, but that's Wales. Yeah, we should probably look at Deepkin. There's a few Deepkin kind of popping around. I was looking at their win rate stats recently. They're doing well. Yeah, surprisingly.
I don't understand.
I think the list that people are running and seem to be doing well with is like Leviathan, and then Aspect of the Storm and Aspect of the Sea. I think there is one player running that I saw before. This one's a bit different with Moorish Land, but yeah, that tends to be how they're doing. Yep. All right, veggies. We have Lumineth, OBR, Deepkin, Cruel Boys, Slaanesh, Seraphon, Soulblight, Stormcast. We haven't actually talked about Stormcast yet, so let's zoom through to the Stormcast.
There is a lot of different. I mean, this probably isn't quite the one to be talking about, is it?
No, but I just from here, I think you can highlight the prosecutors. They did get a lot better with the Stormreach port. I keep calling it a toilet. I can't call it a toilet on broadcast. But yeah, that makes them a lot better. I don't know how many other people are running them, but it definitely levels them up. What else they got? Anything else we can talk about in here?
Slaanesh, which is a little bit.
Oh, I like that list actually. That's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
We got the Nurgle guys, and then Glutos, 40 archers, and 15 twin souls. So it's a lot of screens for Bliss Barbs. That's what that is.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But there is a durable screen, which is probably the most important thing.
Yeah, because the twin souls are not themselves durable, but you can like stick them in behind the Blight Kings, and against the melee army they'll be great. It's just against shooting, they just die instantly. Yeah.
Luckily, there's not the most shooting.
No, we're not seeing a huge amount, but yeah, I mean, just so with Slaanesh, right? You definitely don't want to play that OBR list from before with 3 crawlers. you definitely do not want to play that.
Did you rock up? Oh yeah, cool.
I'm dead. See you later.
That was fun.
So I believe all their team names have BG's song names.
Songs?
Yeah. so we have like You Should Be Dancing. We have Staying Alive, which is that's definitely this list, by the way.
Yeah.
What else have we got in here? Okay, we got one copy pass to talk about, which is the Death Riders. The big-eyed individual differentiator in here is: do you take 5 more Death Riders or a Liege Cavalos? I don't know. I like the Liege Cavalos personally, but
yeah, I think you probably just go with the Liege.
That's just reasoning. Is just if the Gash dies and you don't have a way to do OBR abilities anymore, it sucks. It's really bad. So
he does also just kind of act as a he's a bit of an easier bodyguard to have for Nagash if you need it in any sort of matchup. Most of the time you're probably going to go charge anyway or priority target, but
yeah, no,
it's just another option, isn't he?
Yep. Okay, so anything else from this list? Probably not. So let's go on to the first Russian team. We have the Everybody Kicks Ass.
Good old UK.
Yeah. Okay. Slaves of Darkness, Cities of Sigmar, OVR, Stormcast, Sylvaneth, Doc, Iron Jaws, and Nighthaunt. So I want to go to the Iron Jaws list because we need to keep tabs on the Iron Jaws list here. We need to keep tabs on Legends. So It's Luke's list. Okay. Moving on.
Why are we not surprised?
Okay, the dock list. Smartovsky guy's a good player, so I want to have a look at this. So Shadow Patrol, so that's the teleport one with Marathi, and then 30 snakes, 10 of which shoot, and some stuff to do. Objective.
I feel like there's not enough life takers. I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a lot of models, to be honest, but it's in the vein of that I don't know, it's in the vein of the Varangard thing where like it's really I don't know, I feel like this list is really good in the early game and then it's not good in the late game, but hopefully you win before that happens. Yeah. Why is there a player called Genghis Khan on this team? Okay. Alright. Okay. I think that's what we'll say about our team. So let's go to Cheese Mongrels, who I believe misspelt their name and I just left it in there because it looks funnier as Cheese.
Stu, this is glorious.
What is glorious?
The first list on the Space Andy on Cheese Mongrels.
Okay, so we have Ironjaws, Seraphon, Gitz, Tzeentch, Deepkin, Stormcast, Sylvaneth, Lumineth, and we need to go to the Ironjaws one. So it's the Spaceman in it, is it? Yeah, Space Andy. Okay. Okay, so this should have been in as is this no, this is the sub faction, it's not the army for now. Okay. So it's the ultimate Timmy adventure of 7 pigs. You can fit 7 now, I believe. I think you could only fit 6 before. So.
It's 8, isn't it? Am I?
No, it's 8. You're right. Sorry. Yeah, it's 8. So 4 gouges, 2 tuskbox, 2 hack and crews. I do like it.
I actually don't like it. I think some. It's just something like, obviously, if it's paired right, it's just going to do work, isn't it?
Does it? I don't know.
I honestly think, like, well, okay, maybe I'm a bit biased, man, because I've had Ilariel charge into a Morgrunter, and then the Morgrunter just attacked her with a tusk, and she died.
So I like the hack and crew ones. I'm just not sure about the other ones. Is the tusk boss momentum thing once per game? Like army? No, it's not. It's once per. Okay, so you can do it twice. Just it has to come at the same turn. Okay.
I mean, you just run with the whole army, and then just kind of take points with 1 or 2 pigs, don't you? And then you just wait for them to take the points, and then you all gas no brakes from there.
It's definitely a teams list because when you're playing against this, it's like you have to work out what the hell it does because it's going to deploy and you're like, where do I even start with this? It's
it's definitely a team list. That's the extent of it, I think. But it's my kind of army where you just have to hope and pray with your dice, isn't it?
Oh, massively. I mean, there's some seriously swingy rolls in there with 4s and 2s on the task. Like 4s and 2s, like damage 5 or whatever it is. It's just like, Jesus, take the wheel. Let's just hope it lands. And then I'm gonna be on the side of that, and it's gonna get 5 hits, 5 wounds, and I'm just gonna tilt off the face of the earth. That's what's gonna happen.
That's what I was saying happened to me with the I charged the Morgrunter with Ilariel, and Ilariel died just from the tusks.
It's not real until it is. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Okay, and then we have this is also a spicy list. We have 18 Ripidactyls. Okay. Now, when I looked at them for the math video, they were not stellar. But I will say, if you have 3 of them, you do get 3 blot toes, which makes them a lot better, to be fair. They're kind of like a lot better if you spam them.
I think in this list, you probably go the crit 2 hits with the companion attacks, don't you?
Yep. Yeah.
What does that mean? Does that mean 4 attacks?
So
4 attacks each?
Be, 4 attacks each. And then with all attack 3s and 3s, Ren 1, damage 2. Yeah, with exploding 6s. For 220, it's not bad. Like, it's like, 24 attacks.
13, so you get like 13 through. Like that on average.
Yeah, something like that, right? And then yeah, for 220, that's big value.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
it's
right. I might give that a go this week. Actually, I think if it were me, if it were me, I think I'd run like more stuff in the front that can tank, and then you have them kind of flying over. I guess that's what the Agrodons are for, right? But they're not like invincible at all. It's kind of like a moving castle, this, isn't it?
But the Ripidactyls can move 32 inches, or sorry, 30 inches before the combat phase, before the charge phase. Sorry.
Yeah, which is wait, they only moved. I thought they moved D6 at the
The D6.
Shadows. It's not like Foxes. Yeah, it's just D6.
Oh, that's right. I'm well off, aren't
I? But it's still. I mean, it's still a million inches. 14 plus 3d6 or something. Yeah.
16. 16.
We got Kragnos with 12 Rock Guts and Squig Boss, Rabble Rouser, and 40 Squig Herd. I like that list as well. This is great. That's great. I want to play that. It looks fun. I like that.
I haven't seen any of your gobble lists.
No. I mean, the problem with these lists I found is it can be quite hard to play against the Stormcast of the worlds with Trogs, but just the -1 attack is a bit of a problem when you don't have like the dank hold in there and that kind of thing. But I think here they're more you just tank with them and then kill stuff with Squig Herd and Kragnos. They're just your screen really.
Yeah, but I mean, is the Loon Touch does that make him wizard? The Squig Boss or you only got the one. Only got the one wizard for teleporter. There's no gold wizard.
Yeah, you're just teleporting. So it would be nice to have. I mean, maybe that Rabble Rouser could be a Gobblepalooza, right? That could be the tweak. But I get that the Squig Herd. I've just found with the Squig Herd, you're just better off teleporting them than doing the whole Rabble Rouser thing because it's like it's just the worst rule in the whole game and makes me want to just strangle whoever made it. It's horrible to play with. Like, if you actually do manage to get them close enough to him that they end up in combat, they do D6 mortal wounds to him. Like why is that a rule? my own unit doing D6 mortal wounds.
There's got to be some sort of randomness there.
Yeah, it gets. Any other? It's a pretty standard Tzeentch list.
Nah. I mean, there's a bit of a strange Sylvaneth list, but you probably want to talk about regular Sylvaneth list first.
Okay. I mean, Florov is a good player. I've lost to him many times over the years. So what? It's basically Tree Lord Ancient, and then 12 Spite Rider Lancers, and 6 Great Bows,
and Branch Witch with 15 Gossamers.
And what does Free Spirits do? Is that the run in charge or no?
I'm pretty sure that's the run in charge.
Okay.
Because Forest Folk, I think, is the +1 range. So I'm pretty sure Free Spirits is, but you only give the run in charge to one unit, obviously, and it has to be the Spite Riders.
Yep. So Gossamer do stuff, and then so I can see the angle. It just looks very low damage to me, right? I mean, maybe that's okay. I guess maybe that's okay. On the spread missions, you can just play this as like a defender and it will score points. Well, maybe that's just what this is for.
Yeah, probably. I kind of feel like dropping 5 Gossamers and the Branch Witch for a War Song would maybe be better.
I can see that. Yeah.
Just so you've got the extra cast and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, I do hate to say it, but the get distracts first with the Spite Rider Lancers off the charge is probably not a big deal. They're probably not so much damage anyway. But,
because there's a good chance that the Tree Lord's just gonna fail. Like, every now and again with getting off Tree Song. So if you can have the War Songs, you can do that, and then try and do the Wrathful Spirits.
You can do War Song Bomb and the Tree Lord thing. Yeah.
Nah, so you get the +1 rend on the Spite Riders on the charge, so at least that.
Oh yeah, that's important too. I mean, you could double bomb through the woods as well, right? With the Tree Lord and the.
I mean, obviously, if you well, that's right. You can obviously if you do the with an 18.
Yep.
But other than that, it is interesting. You're probably right. It does probably play quite well on the spread missions.
Yeah, and I think this team needs something that can defend because some of the other ones you need to pick the match up with some of the other ones. So, and then we have a kind of a Loom Athletist on the similar line. So that's that team, and then we have the Clocks. So, TTS Legends of the sport. So Tzeentch, Skaven, Nurgle, Khorne, Seraphon, Sylvaneth, OBR, Gitz, and pretty standard Tzeentch list. But yeah, double chicken and lots of demons with flamers. I think Macrat's running the same list I played against him the other day with 12 rattling guns and
Dankwa Deceiver.
And Deceiver. I still think dropping the Deceiver for more rattling guns is probably better, but anyway. That's that list. Ray has 9 Nurglings.
And
so what is it? Still I believe Warbadex gives them what? People? Is it crit mortals or something he gives them now?
He gives them crit mortals on a 2+ if he's within combat range of them.
Okay.
And he also gives them like ignore the first damage and something else. Oh, and increases their control score.
Okay. All right. I still have no idea what Nurgle does, so one of the days I will address that, but not today. That's that. Khorne, I think this is the first Khorne list. 15 Skull Rippers and an Unfettered Fury is I think a bit of a trend. At least 10 Skull Rippers and Unfettered is kind of what everyone's doing, feels like.
The Korgoth stew.
There's a Korgoth. What the hell does that do now?
So that's such an Asura thing to do too, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously legendary Khorne player. Okay, it has like raw. Okay, basically that's what it does. So it can turn off all that defense. That's not terrible. I don't know if it's worth 150 points, but it's not terrible. Yeah, I mean basically if you send in the Wrathmongers and the Skull Reapers with the +1 rend and +1 to wound, with the Korgoth in combat turning off all that defense, that thing is dead. Yeah, I mean, Skull Reapers still do completely illegal damage for 440 points. The damage just doesn't make sense, but it's just the control score thing is a bit weird.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Alright, so I'll continue on with Tavi, who is playing kind of a mix of Agrodons and Croxagore. A lot of other people doing 2 6s of Croxagore, but this is basically the same points and more or less the same list. The only difference is because he's not doing the Croxagore Warspawn thing, he's not going the Skink side, so there's no Agrodon Lancers in here. There's just sorry, not Agrodon Lancers, Raptidon Chargers is what I mean. There's no Skink Cavalry in here, so it's just for instead he has the Sunclaw style host, so he can pile in 3 units at the end of the turn, Gobapalooza style. We have Legend of Sportaria, who's running Monster Mash Sylvaneth with Saviors of Sinterval. I played against him many times, with including this list. With 6 sides though. So, he's taken out the Spirit of Durthu. Okay, well, that's different for sides. Okay, I see. Yeah, I mean that's interesting. So Laria Belthanos, 6 sides. Warsong, Branch Witch, and Saviors of Cinderfall. So you got like the Branch Witch sides combo, Callus and Toll, and I don't know what's happened here with the points. Let me fix that. It's annoying me. Here we go. Yep, that's that list, and then OBR with Catacross, similar to what Geordie's running, I believe. Catacross, 4 Archai, Liege Cavalos, Death Riders, Volcamortian, and another unit of Death Riders. So 15 Death Riders, 4 Morghast, Liege Cavalos. Notably no Immortus Guard in here, but the logic is get Vok Motion, and then a hero with the artifacts in there. I think I tend to like the Soul Mason more, but yeah, that's that. And Trog Herd is all the Trogs, which I don't really like as a list, but in teams, I think it maybe has a place. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I think Trogs has some problems, but yeah, anyway. That's that list. That team. So we have the Brigands, which is Tzeentch, IDK, Lumineth, Slaves, Stormcast, Nurgle, Soulblade Gravelords, and Gits. So, anything from here that jumped out, Geordie, on this team?
I don't think
we have the three best friends IDK list I mentioned before, which is the Storm Sea and Leviathan. I think that's the first time we've seen that. It is in another
with the Black Talons.
Oh, with Black Talons. Okay, so that's even more special best friends. Okay. Okay, I will say, with the Tiecaster and the Black Talons, this is quite annoying for shooting to play against, probably. I just don't know if it does enough damage. Does it do enough damage, this list? It's very, like... It's 19
it probably,
as well.
It depends on what it's kind of going into it, doesn't it? I think, like, it's going to struggle to remove a lot of bodies. But I think maybe against elite lists, it might have a little bit more luck. Maybe not. No, probably not. Depending on how high. Probably not. Ignore me.
There's all the Dawn Riders and Tacklers. I kind of want to run that, but I don't know how amazing that is. But looks fun in a one drop. Archeon, Baron Guard. Yeah, and then we have what is it? Prosecutors. Where is... Oh, Reclusians. There we go. Okay. So they've got 6 Reclusians, Karazai, Praetors, 6 Paladors, 6 Long Strikes with a Relictor. Pretty standard. Yeah. Nurgle. I don't know what to say. That's a lot of Blight Kings, though. Jeez. I do like Blight Kings. They just stand there. It's cool. I like standing there.
They just have some issues, don't they?
Well, they just don't really do that much damage, do they?
Yeah, not really. They got a lot of attacks, but I feel like they kind of need like more rend or something like that.
Yeah. Kind of, getting through armor and that's hard.
The 3-up doesn't really do it for me.
We have Soulblight Gravelords. This list has been very nerfed from what it was, but it probably shouldn't have. Graveguard probably shouldn't have died on their ass, at least in teams, right? You definitely could run 40 or 60 Graveguard in teams and still do well, I think.
Yeah, I think it's probably just more just other things at the moment, isn't it? And there are other things that just do a bit more. That's why I think Soulblight's fallen off a little bit.
No, definitely. And then all the Squigs with 12 Rock Guards. The delivery system is a little bit lacking, but it's a lot of stuff. So
yeah. So
this list is really good against lists that are also slow and have a lot of stuff. That's what this. So you want to be playing like the Bone Splitters, like you want to be playing stuff like that where you all have a million models and you're playing a different game to what the rest of us are playing. But yeah, sometimes if your opponent can run you around the board with this list, like playing Tzeentch with this is just horrible. Stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so Team Stripes, we go through them. So because we do have to do the draw, which will take a second. So Tzeentch, Stormcast, Sylvaneth, OBR, Nighthaunt, Slayers, Beast of Chaos, Skaven. Do we have the Beast of Chaos list again? Is it the same list?
Yes. Well, it's got Centaurs, but same.
Okay.
I think the Slaves list is interesting. 60 warriors and 60 Grand Guard. I mean, it's kind of interesting and kind of not.
So standard Tzeentch.
It's 60 warriors.
Well, okay, Ionis and 12 Paladors, Raptors, and a Wizard. I mean, I like Ionis personally, but yeah, not many people running him for sure. It's a bit off meta. A bit of an off meta Sylvaneth list. We talked about OBR to death. Okay, so I think this is the first. Is this the first Nighthaunt? At least it's the first one we looked at.
There's been a few, but this is a little bit different to what
it's a lot of hex rates, and the other ones are usually only 1 unit of hex, like 10 hex rates, either in 2/5s or 1 unit. Yeah, I do wonder if it has enough damage, but it's definitely hard to get through. Just I don't know if it's got enough.
I think
damage.
it'll definitely score well as well. So even if it doesn't do enough damage, it'll still just play the game, won't it?
Yeah, it moves a million inches, and you still sort of have retreat and charge with the hex rates. So yeah. So Basil, okay, so this is the one you're talking about with 60 Chaos Warriors and 6 Vanguard.
Yeah.
It's a little bit similar to what I'm running a bit later down, right? Which is just like having doing what you do in saves of just running like minimal heroes and then a bunch of 3-up save bodies that are just point sufficient.
Yeah.
What I would say is the Chaos Warriors are like, you got to pair them on a specific mission if you're going to play 60 Chaos Warriors. Like,
of course, I mean, you know where this is going every single round.
Shifting objectives, yeah. Shifting objectives. This is it's living its best life. God's Wrath Warband. You're just sitting there with your 60 warriors, and then the Vanguard are just doing the world tour around the sides. Yeah, looks good. 1-drop as well on shifting objectives is broken. You just go first, stand on the objectives. Yeah.
Yeah. And here you go. Here's your Skaven list.
Okay, and we have I stole Owen's list because I couldn't steal his heart. So this was Owen's list originally with the Bestigors. I think he's the original progenitor of this monstrosity. And yes, I don't think this is quite the copy pasta, but it's close. The copy pasta, I believe, is Thankwall, and then 80 clan rats, and then I believe this hero becomes a warlock engineer, I think. So that's the only difference there. But yeah, 18 rattling guns, it's good. Tactics are like a wee bit of a problem. I think that's why he's gone Night Runners. The logic is just take the flanks with the Night Runners and the Plague Monks and play a bit more defensive. You can do seize the center and then move 1 unit back with the claw steps thing, but it becomes very predictable to play against. It's like, they're going to do that first turn, and so you don't have to plan around them doing another thing with the claw steps. Like, they're going to move. So basically, what people do is they do like Thankwall or some other unit, and then the clan rats, and then you just kind of like move the clan rats ahead of Thankwall once you do seize the center to protect him. That's kind of what people do. But yeah, playing more defensive might be good.
It does just kind of open you up to a double a little bit as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I mean that's still, no matter what Skaven list you run, that's just going to be a problem anyway. That's kind of the problem with the army. But yeah, being 2-drop at least fixes it sometimes. Okay, so that's that. Section 8. I actually believe I have the team comp at the start of the team, so I don't need to keep scrolling. Yeah, anyway. Slaves of Darkness, Skaven, OBR, Tzeentch, Blades of Corn, Gloomspite, Soulblight, Stormcast. It's a very standardy comp. Bellicor and Vanguard. Okay, this Skaven list is a little bit different. We've got Rat Ogres and Storm Fiends. So Rat Ogres I'm still not sold on. I like the Storm Fiends, but I'm still... The Rat Ogres for me are a very strange unit, in that they hit on 4s and wound on 3s, and I just don't... They have a lot of attacks, and it's still good output for the points, but they're extremely squishy as well.
I'm a little bit surprised he's not running the Fleshwald Menagerie with this.
Well, yeah, right. That army's just all gas, no brakes. It's just it would be good in teams, I think, but yeah.
I mean, he just doesn't really get much out of the Warp Cog, does he?
Well, the Storm Fiends get +1 to wound from shooting, but
I mean, it's only on the rattling guns anyway. Oh, sorry, the projectors. Yeah,
the projectors wounds on 4s, so that it does make a big difference on the projectors. But
I was thinking 4s and 2s, not 2s.
But even the master and the Molder faction might be better. I mean, there's an odd chance you get a 5 at ward in that one, which can be massive. But anyway, Arcan and Death Riders and Ossifector and 2 crawlers. So I mean, I like Arcan and crawlers. I do like it. Yeah. This
Yeah,
is 2 crawlers instead of 3. I mean, that list looks good. I like that list, actually. Yeah.
I think it's alright.
Yep. The other Stuart, which I was confused by because there's very rarely another Stuart, and I was like, I'm playing Tzeentch. So Kairos, double chicken. We know what's going on there. Lance,
Pairings?
person of legend, is running. Yeah, Boomthirster and Unfettered Thirster, brands Oathbound, which is like that Rick and Morty meme of the robot to spread butter. This is like, what is my purpose? Blood type. Your purpose is to die.
In 10 Skull Reapers as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Top.
Yeah. So the Boomthirster is really the only thing in here that's like massively different to the other corn lists. Is the Boomthirster worth it? 4-7.
I mean, he'll have games where it's definitely worth it, and then he'll have games where like that was a waste of time.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, cool. This won me the whole game, and this did nothing.
The thing I found about playing Double Thirster is that the eight blood tie thing becomes a problem to play against. Well, but if they can get it, it's a problem to play against. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he does have 5 there, and then the Slaughter Priests as well. So
yeah, it's easy to stack the tie. I mean, that's why the Brands Earthbound I think is a solid inclusion. As sad as it is that their purpose is to die.
The thing with the Boomthirster now is the fact that it's D3 instead of 4. I just like. I know it's on hits now, but
yeah.
I mean,
you're more likely to get a boom, but it does a bit less. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always there's a chance you might do get 3 booms and do 9, and there's a chance you might get 3 and do 3.
Yeah. I'd say like it's maybe a bit reductionist to say that they're only for Blood Tithe, because I will say Singri Brand, when you're playing a melee army against a shooting army, it's just so good to be able to just move in front of the thing that's going to cover fire you and be like, do you want to do it because you're only hit on 6s? do you want to do it and kill my stupid 4 wound chick on a horse?
I wonder if it would be better just chucking Scarbrand in over the Boomthirster.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
The points do work.
Yeah, okay, that's maybe an argument. Yeah. All right, then Natasha is running the Trogs, as she always does. So it's got a bit nerfed, but still has a place in teams, I think. Geez, you don't get a lot now, do you? You get that's it's a lot less than you used to get.
It's a bit grim, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot less than you used to get. I mean, you basically lost how many points out of that? Like, what, 10? What, Trog went up 20, right?
They went up 20, didn't they? Yeah, so that's 40, 80, 100.
Yeah, something like that. That's annoying. So it's like, it maybe could fit in. Well, this is 20, 10, 40, 40. So that's 110, and then 20 more here. So 130. Excrago went up 10, so 140 points. So you would get another unit of Trogs. So you basically lost 3 Trogs. Yeah. Which is not a small thing. Okay. Then we have Soulblight. I was supposed to play this gentleman in Arrow City. Unfortunately, the results have already been concluded then. But yeah, it's a mix of stuff. I don't know what to say there. Anyway, moving on.
Is he just running back in all the blood just for +1 to cast on Manfred, and the +1 to wound on the True Blades on the charge?
Yeah, the thing is that the other sub faction, like you could do the Death Rattle one, but it just doesn't really do anything, does it? To be on the charge and then outnumbering them, right?
Why doesn't he? How come he's not doing the Deathwalker one with pile on the end of the turn?
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, maybe that one could be doable. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not like super sure on that. Just for +1 to cast and not much +1 to wound feels a little bit counterintuitive.
And then we have another kind of shooting focused Stormcast with Vanguard Wing, Long Strikes, and there's a Storm cover in there. Not too much to say there.
Yep.
Alright, so
Yep.
Grit and Grind mentality, we have Slaanesh, Skaven, Nighthaunt, Stormcast, Gits, OBR, Slaves, Tzeentch. We talked about Slaanesh already. We have, again, not the standard Skaven copy pasta, but decently close, I would say. It's just 12 Rattling Guns instead of 18, but then 6 Storm Fiends. Is Nikita really running that? Okay. There you go. Alright, fair enough. Serge is running, DM Crew's running Nighthaunt, as he always does.
Yeah.
That list looks scary. No Execution isn't there, but double Guardian of Souls. The one and only Tigger. Okay. Okay. With 2 units of 5 Vigilors in Drasta, and then 2 units of 6 Paladors and 6 Raptors with Long Strikes. I mean, it's a lot of damage and shooting. Just Indrasta is a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, she does die very fast, but if you roll hot with her, it's good damage against monsters.
Russian Stormcast Ice, mate.
Yeah, the legendary Russian Stormcast dice. Maybe they'll be involved. We have the Squig Trogger Launch, which we saw before. Nagash and the Death Riders, and what is this? Be'lakor with 6 Vanguard.
This Tzeentch is a little bit interesting.
And old mate Mugiwara, who's running. Okay, we do have the Burning Chariots. I was wondering if anyone's going to play them with Shudderhood. Okay, so Kairos, 6 Flamers. All right, this is the squishiest. Has he got the, why you got the 50-cent lyrics down the bottom? Okay, all right. I don't know. We got Kairos and this is a very squishy list. I would say. I mean, I guess that's why the Shudderhood's in there. It can do a lot of damage, this list, if you walk towards it. I just don't know if it walked towards you if it does a lot of damage.
Yeah,
it's like very low range, a lot of damage. Yeah.
I mean, it does hand out a lot of -1 to wound, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very good at getting burning off. Yeah.
So that's probably, that with the Shudderhood, it's probably where you might see a little bit of value.
Yeah. All right, and we have a Scottish team, where we have the copy. So this is the copy pastor, I believe. I think Luke's team's got the same thing with Krondus, 12 javelins, 6 long strikes, 6 short strikes is what I'm calling the other ones.
The Stormcast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's horrible. I don't want to play against that. It's just it's a 20 double W off, and that's it. Kind of army. If you can get into it and start doing damage to the Star Strike Javelin Paladors, it's really nice. It's just the problem is like getting there is hard. I mean, they're a very long way away, and then the other 2 things are off the board, so it's a bit hard to actually do stuff.
You shouldn't really be able to get to the Star Strike Javelin turn 1 anyway. Like, unless you're like teleporting very close and trying to hit more than 1 unit at once, you're not really going to be able to hit them, are you?
Yeah, so if you're not 1-drop, it's very hard to just not be like, I hope he doesn't double me. It's just hope. Just stand there and hope. If they don't, then there's a chance. But if they double it, it's kind of just game over, which is a shame. Sylvaneth with 9 bows and a Tree Lord.
I'm seeing quite a bit of this. The Tree Lord is
just to be 2-drop. Okay.
The bodyguard for Lariel. So it's just like something that's a little bit more durable.
Yeah.
Than obviously the Kronos themselves. I'm a bit surprised that he's got the Crown of Falboas instead of the Seed of Rebirth, because the Crown of Falboas in this list is only for Alariel and Balthanos's mounted weapons. So regular weapons. It's the only thing that's really useful for. So
yeah.
It is an extra. It is an extra wizard though, obviously. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, 260. Yeah. I mean, Sylvaneth have weird points things. Yeah.
It does give -1 to wound. With a monster's action, and also.
Yep.
So then you've got -1 to wound and -1 attack, and potentially gives -1 dice for charging as well.
Yep.
So it does have a few things that can like basically keep Alarielle alive.
Yep.
I kind of wonder if Aetherwort would have been better for some -1 to hit on both Alarielle and the cogs.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Morbicon is still really good if you have bonuses to cast, though. Yeah, which you do, and I mean, you have Alarielle's just +2, so.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more just like you pretty much probably always going like for 2 tree songs and then a Wrathful Spirits, aren't you?
That's fair. All right, the copy pasta. I think that's the exact copy pasta. Yep, there you go.
Go down to if you go down to the Nighthaunt, that's where we see the first executioner, isn't it?
So we have the first executioner, which gives stuff -1 attack and minus control score. It's horrible to play against.
It's fucking terrible. It's awful.
It's horrible. I played Alan with this list yesterday. It's very annoying to play against. He does kind of run out of stuff to cast a little bit. That's probably like the negative with the list, but still annoying to play against. Just a lot of wounds. Yep. Okay, Catacross and Death Riders for 6 Immortus, and then Phil's running. I like this effect list more, I think, with 18 Morbeg and more heroes. I think. Does the Gore Warden still do the same thing? I haven't seen a Gore Warden play this edition, I don't think. What does he do now? Let's just do a quick Age of Index. Here we go. What does he do? You can teleport in your movement phase more than 9 away with the Morbeg. Okay. Okay. I mean, yep. That's there. And then Will Crookshanks is running. Unfettered 10 Skull Reapers. Butter Spreaders and crap. This is good, this list. I do like this. And the tech of Skull Taker in Cornate Legion is fun. Of being able to get strikes first and then chain fight to the Skull Reapers. So you can even maybe get that on your opponent's turn with the Skull Taker, like get in combat with a hero. Yeah.
Is that what we were talking about last night?
Yeah. So I this is really good, this list. It's
yeah.
That's pretty up there with, I think, optimized corn list in my head. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, only clans. Yep, some of the names of this are just mental. All right, Lumineth, Skaven, Soulblight, Daughters of Khaine. Guys, I want sponsors. All right, like just okay. We want sponsors for the event. So let's not be throwing around the N word and calling. Okay, and no furry illusions. All right, I've seen a few of those so far. All right, but
so what's this?
Let's just keep it PC. Okay. All right, Lumineth, Skaven, Soulblight, Daughters of Khaine, Tzeentch, Nagelcorn, OVR, Wardens, Sentinels, Dawn Riders. Okay. Storm Fiends.
This is the one, I think. This is like 15 Storm Fiends, I think it was.
Is it that many? It's 12, right? And 6 Rattling Guns.
If you scroll down a little bit, is it? What am I?
Oh no, it is 15. Yep. I didn't even know you could fit 15. All right.
15 and 6 Rattling Guns.
In the Molder one. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then they're all full combat with shock gauntlets. Okay, that looks really fun. I want to play that. That looks really fun.
It actually looks like it could just be a real nightmare to play.
That looks really fun.
If things go right and you get like a double turn, it could just be terrible.
That looks really fun. All right. We have lots of Gravegoer, kind of talked about that. Doc, yep. Tzeentch.
Same.
Yep. Kind of talked about no. The first kind of Blood Warriors list we're seeing, so 10 Skull Reapers, Boom instead of Unfettered, and then 20 Blood Warriors. Yeah. And then OBR with lots of Mortek Guard. I don't believe in Mortek Guard, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't believe in Mortek Guard.
40 Mortek Guard.
I mean, it's to protect the crawler. That's the idea, right? Like, you have the Death Riders go and do missions, and then you protect the crawlers with the guard. That's the idea, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Team Netherlands. Cruel Boys, Deepkin, Gitz, Nighthaunt, Tzeentch, Sylvaneth, Iron Drawers, Khorne. Cruel Boys. It's a problem. It's a good army. It's still a bit dicey, but this is pretty standard to what we saw before the last battle scroll. It's pretty standard. Lots of people running Kragnos, but that's standard kind of Cruel Boys. Also, guard spam. We have fixed for this event. I need to post later the thing where if they roll a 7, they don't do mortal wounds. We have fixed that, but I'll post that up later. And then Volturnos, and then the 2 bigs. I like that list. That looks good. Okay, we have. I'm going to say this is my list. I want to claim this one. Yep.
We got this.
I would say it's pretty horrible to play with, but if you can play it well, it's extremely good. Yeah.
I'm not big on the 80 stabbers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of switched over to the 40 shooters. I just.
I mean, no, but he's got 80 stabbers. I mean, I feel like you probably should be dropping those.
Well, so what I've actually been running recently is dropping 40 stabbers for 10 Loon Smasher fanatics. It's because I want something which strikes first to hit the other thing that my opponent has strikes first with. That's what I've been doing, but because like Kragnos, sometimes you just can't deal with some strikes first thing that's annoying. So that's a way around it. But this fanatics have other problems for sure. But yeah, it's a lot of bodies that don't die. It's good. Nighthaunt, that list looks horrible. Jesus, okay. Okay. I still think Nighthaunt's a bit OP, isn't
really
it? Good. Yeah. Tzeentch, Sylvaneth. Okay, alright. Okay, keep stock on the Iron Drawers. We have,
what the fuck is this? Oh, sorry.
Brutes with all the trimmings. So, yeah. I look. I'm gonna still believe in brutes for another 5 minutes, and then when that's over, no, I don't know. Brutes. Maybe one day they'll be good. I can hope. Are they good now? I don't know. But I think investing the points into all the support pieces is right. It's just you don't get that many bodies, but that is the army. It's just if you don't take the support pieces, the brutes don't actually do anything because it just 4s and 3s. So I think it's correct. And then pretty standard Khorne. It's Khorne 8 Legion, but it does have the 20 blood letters instead of like Branzo's Brown and some other crap. Okay, the first Poland team. There's KO with I think it's the first KO list, right? So 20 Thunderers and an Ironclad and 2 units of 6 Riggers. Okay. Interesting.
I'm not too sold on the Riggers.
No, not me. Not me personally, but anyway, Tzeentch, and then pretty standard to what the IDK list we've seen so far, and then 1-drop Bellicor Varangard, pretty standard what we've seen so far. I mean, with the Sphinx, that's interesting. Thunderhead, is it just Soul Sworn? So 2 units of Soul Sworn, 6 hammers. Okay, so we're full melee fighting in the middle vibes. Interesting. And then the prosecutors give the Thunderhead +1 to hit. So
what does Gardas give? Is he
+1 attack and +1 to charge? So it can come down with the meteoric Grand Hammers and make the charge pretty decently likely. And
does he still give a 5 ward? No.
Yes, if he charges. Yeah.
If he charges, okay.
So you pick 3 units to give +1 attack and +1 to charge. So if you're kind of in the middle, you can sort out a good position where you can have like your 2 Soul Sworn or like it's +1 attack for the Vanquish. This is massive. It can be pretty nice. Yeah. Just found with the Stormcast infantry, they don't feel quite as points efficient as they probably could be compared to the cavalry. Nighthaunt. I believe it's the Skaven copy paster again. I wonder if that's like, is this like the most copy pasted list in this tournament? Maybe.
I mean, to be fair, wasn't it Tongas who did it or originally?
Oh, I don't know. I think Gavin posted like this list on Twitter like within 10 minutes of the battle tone being revealed on like Honest Wargamer or something. So I think it's not. I don't think it's the hardest list to work out, but it's in there.
Just straight computers.
Just look, honestly, just the hero loadout's probably the thing that you can vary, but the rest of it's not really that changeable.
Yeah.
Gets the I think this is so. Who's the American that was running this? Was it Gavin that was running this?
No, Gavin was running Bone Splitters.
No, but someone was running the Rock Guts and Squig Herd thing, and that's how it started this trend. But I think that's where this is coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not like. I just worry
about
post
nerf. It's It's a bit. It's a bit.
I mean, it's got forbidden power, but it's only got. Oh no, he does have. Sorry, he's got one Gobapalooza, which actually is kind of a big difference.
Yes,
that is a big difference actually.
No commands is massive.
Yeah, but also just having that extra cast for forbidden power and Hand of Gork.
Yep. All right, Tzeentch. So Haggis. So where is this? This is a international team, I believe, with a lot of the Onwards guys in there. So Tzeentch, Stormcast, Ideneth, Deepkin, Krulboy, Skaven, Sylvaneth, Cities, OBR. John Dillerman with the Tzeentch. So this is the same as Alan? Yeah, this is the same as Alan's list. Yeah.
This is a nasty list. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think the only thing I thought maybe you could change is the 3 flamers, but like the thing is, if you use 3 flamers to do take the flanks and they die, I just don't know if you care that much. I don't know. And then it's like, well, I could spend like 120 on like 3 screamers, but like they're gonna die too, and then the flamers, if you actually keep them alive, might do something. So it's fair enough.
Yeah.
Even though there's 6 wounds, it does make sense. Karazai with 12 long strikes, 4 dragons, and 5 vigilers. That's horrible.
It's terrible. It's that'd be awful to play against. Oh.
That's horrible. All right, as a 1-drop. Okay, yeah. All right, fine. The super best friends Deepkin list with more eels and not a turtle. I like the turtle personally, but anyway, that's that.
Is the
all right, we have the Kragnos Vulture. Now, I don't know about the Mybrute, okay, but the rest of it looks good to me. It's only 1 unit. It's only 1 unit. It's only 1 unit of monster kills. Yeah, okay.
I feel like you'd be better off dropping the 2nd unit of man skewers and the breaker boss for like 2 more units of monster killers.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think that's all I can say. Then obviously just get something else from there, but that's the main thing. And that she's got more stuff to teleport and charge.
All right. Unfortunately, I have to go in 20 minutes, and we need to do the draw. So, sorry to the people at the bottom half of this. We might just go through
the
team comps.
Hold on.
Are there any lists that jump out at you? I mean, we had to talk about the one Fire Slayers list, right?
Yeah, I would like to. What is it?
So Pedro's running. Okay, so Pedro's running Runefather, Runemaster, and then 20 Shield Volkites, 10 Shield Volkites, 10 Blade Volkites, 20 Ori Hearthguard. I still think they're really good, and then 10 Polex Hearthguard Berserkers, and Elfwind's Thorns. Which are probably because someone else on his team has Calisintol, I'm guessing. but still...
They can kind of just teleport around the map, can't they? So it probably just gives them something to run the objectives and run the tactics, which they desperately need.
Yep, you do. Yep. Look, it's still a flawed army, but if in teams you can pair it in a way where it's playable, I think. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Again, sorry to the people and the rest of it, but we just got to get this draw done soon.
We're telling no one our list, sure. No.
Okay, we'll just go through the team comps. So, Poland White, Deepkin, Sylvaneth, Stormcast, Tzeentch, KO, Skaven, Doc, OBR. So, again, I mean, we're kind of seeing a pretty common mix of armies so far. I do want to go through team no narrative. So, Cities of Sigmar, Sylvaneth, Skaven, Lumineth, Saves of Darkness, Stormcast, Eternals, OBR, Nighthaunt. So, this is like the return to all the Russians being on the same team. So it's like Philip is like in the bin man team, and then he's back playing his cities. I've seen him take less and less shooting as time goes on, and I think now he has officially 1 unit of Fusiliers. So it's going down. I think it's correct though.
He's just standing by his cities, isn't he?
I think the Drakespawn Knights is the big thing he's moved on to over some of the other options. I think they're probably the best cavalry, and then 40 Hammers is still a problem to deal with for a lot of armies. Just very defensive army. You'd never win by big wood cities. Kulkolk's playing Sylvaneth. Yep. With I think it's swords. Yeah, I think it's the only swords we've seen so far.
Swords and bows.
Yep. I mean, I like swords personally. Yeah. Reinat's running Skaven. He has been on this arc since...
Why don't you change his name? What the fuck?
Respeto. Okay. With 6 Stormfiends, 6 Crackling Guns, and 6 more... Okay, so it's we saw this, I think, earlier, yeah.
I played this the other day. It was the last week. It was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough.
It's a lot of damage. Vlad's running Lumineth with the dragons. I'm actually a bit surprised we haven't seen these this dragon army regiment around a few more armies. I think this is pretty good, but yeah, that's in there. Bellicor Varangard with Coven of Thrix, I believe, right? Yeah, which is interesting. Is it forbidden? No, it's not forbidden power. It's portal. Okay. So I guess you can portal through Bellicor's War Scroll spell. And I think portaling through the Strikes Last is actually really good as well, to be fair. That is good. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Krondus, 3 Praetors, 6 Paladors, 6 Raptors. God. Okay. Right.
So these things you're just like, oh,
yeah, we're playing against it, so oh god. Alright, yep. And then Death Rider, yeah. Alright, yep. And then Nighthaunt. Okay. So yes, we have Nighthaunt, OBR, Stormcast, Tzeentch, Seraphon, Slave, Scav, and Soulblight. Pretty standard Nighthaunt. We have Catacross and Death Riders, yeah, and then
it's all kind of just the same.
Juventus running Karazai, 6 Praetors, and then 12 Lone Strikes and 6 Paladors. Yep. And then Tzeentch.
Pyros and Lord Change. Slan with...
Yeah, so it's 6 Croxagore, 6 Lancers, and then the Bastillodon. Okay. Yeah, I think it's similar to Tavi's list, actually, that.
It does the 10 Source Guard as well, which is nice.
Yes, yep.
Bellicor, 12 Varangard.
Yep. And then
18
the copy pasta, yes, and then it's definitely the most copy pasted one, right? And then Soulblight. Yeah, I think in teams like this is good to me. I like this in teams. It can score. I like this. Okay, the Tapas Templars. That's a lot of Raptidon charges. Gee whiz. All right.
Mark's playing it, so that would be a good list.
All right. With 2 units of 5 Hunters as well. Interesting. There you go.
I actually do rate that a little bit.
I was running it for a bit, and then stopped after I lost the Nighthaunt and realised I'd never win that against that army with this. But yeah, you probably still can't win against Nighthaunt, but it's I thought it was good at the time. Yeah. Speaking of which, Nighthaunt, and then is it the Copy Pasta? We have something different. So they have the Scourges, and then no Thankwall, and Plague Pack instead to make the Clan Rats do something. Which is probably good because the Clan Rats don't do anything otherwise, but they still don't really do anything.
4 Drake Guard and then 15 Vigilals? 20 Vigilals.
It's a lot of fish, honestly based. that war scroll's broken, but maybe that's too many. But like that's kind of based, honestly. Okay, then Brady's running Tzeentch. To be fair, he's not a Tzeentch tourist at all. He's a Tzeentch main. Yeah. So no blame there. Cavalos Death Ride. Okay, that's Nagash Death Ride is obviously copy pasta. And then
here we go.
Oh, it's the stew list.
It's
And it's actually the one. It is the one. That's very good. It's a Forbidden Power. Yes. All right, that's the one. Yeah. That's a great list. I respect the Backstabber's Blade based. Yes, -1 to hit exists, but you know what? With the Loon Boss, you can do some funny stuff like power through to do D3 mortal wounds, and then pile in to do D3 mortal wounds, and then do D6 mortal wounds to the Backstabber's Blade. he can actually put on the damage. Running the Squig Hopper list, I actually felt like the biggest loss was the Loon Boss being downgraded to a Squig Boss, because the Loon Boss is actually kind of decent as like a little fighter guy. Yep. Feck with Morbeg Knights, and I think that's pretty similar.
12 horrors.
12 horrors, yeah.
We must be missing something, because we're seeing a few 12 horrors, aren't we?
Yeah, that's true. All right, the Austrian team, we have another 1-drop Karazai Monstrosity, and then Seraphon with 20 charges, 6 Warspawned, and 500. That was good. And then cities. I think Suki's always been running this edition, but yep, 40 hammers. I like the 40 hammers. I think that's fair. Maybe double Rune Lord is preferable, but yeah, he wants the Warforger in there.
He has got the Forbidden Power, which is nice there.
Yep. With the 3d6 charge, obviously. Yeah. Nurgle, and then
for the Warp Fire Throwers and the Skaven.
Well, okay, alright. I like the Warp Fire Throwers, but it's still the copy pasta. I'm still going to count that as the copy pasta. Gas Death Riders, and then the overwhelming corn thing, which is Tanscar Reapers, your Bloodthirster of choice, and then crap. And there's 20 Blood Warriors in there as well. And Tzeentch. Okay. Then Block Boys. We already did the bin guys. So what we got after the bin guys? Just on time.
Well, one thing in the bin I'd like to point out is the Soulblight list.
Okay. We might have to adjourn some of this. So sorry to the Block Boys, but we'll just go to the Soulblight. Of which list is it?
Oh wait, maybe it's not. Oh, it must be another team. Sorry, I must be checking another team that had the Soulblight in there. No.
I do want to talk about Colin's list with Kragnos, and I saw he's doing well with this at a GT. He's probably playing at the moment, actually. But Kragnos, 4 units of Monster Killers, the Ogre Mortars from last edition guy, who does 4 mortal wounds on the charge, depending on the charge roll. And I think this is sorry, it's actually 5 units of Monster Killers, I realized. I think that's different. Is that the same as... It is the same as the list he's running. Maybe just hadn't deployed one on the picture, but... Yeah, that's a lot of Monster Killers, actually. Damn.
That's pretty nasty.
That's... I mean, they don't have the double damage, but I think the idea is to put shooting in to kind of like make it so you can do enough chip damage to a unit with the shooting, and then charge mortals from Vulture Guy, and then kill it with the Monster Killers. I think that's the idea. And then you retreat with the Vulture, and then piss off with the Monster Killers in their turn. And you just pretend like nothing happened. Yeah. That seems pretty good. And then a copy paste. Okay, so, yep, sorry to the rest of the team. I mean, it's our teams. Are there anything we'll talk about on the Australian teams? Oh, can we talk about this list? The Stormcast list that Tom's running with all the Vanguard Raptors. Look, this possibly might not work, but I just want us to run it because it looks funny. But yeah, it'll be funny in the pairings to see if people actually want to take the matchup, because it just looks intimidating on paper. The Vanguard Raptors with Hurricane crossbows have like this power at the moment where you read them and then in your head it might process as long strikes, but they're not long strikes, but might make the list seem scarier than it is. But yep,
Probably.
they're there.
Is there anything else in the others?
We just have the Nighthaunt with the double executioners, which is good. We have Khorne with the Ratmen to shoot, and we could probably go into the draw, I think. All right. So again, sorry to the people we missed, but we want to get to this draw. So the way we're gonna do it. Okay, so we have some domestic teams that we're sending 2 teams. We used to do it for the people only who asked that we wouldn't do the blood rule, but we're going to do the blood rule for everyone here. So if we roll a domestic matchup before round 4, I will try to change it. If it happens in round 4 and I can't easily change it, I probably won't, because you can end up in a situation of round 4 where I have to change like round 1 and round 2 to make a matchup work. So I might not be able to do it in round 4, but yeah. The way I'll do it is I'll go top down. So we'll say I'm doing cheese mongrels, and then I roll the wheel of names thing, and then we'll get that matchup, and then I'll go to here, and then get this matchup, and then from round 2 I'll go up from the bottom, just so the cheese mongrels aren't rolling first every time. Okay. So cheese mongrels are the first team, so let me take them out for the wheel, and let's spin the wheel. So they are playing in round 1. They are playing the sauerkraut. Okay, that works. That's not a...
Cheese Mongrels. Is that a French team? Or
I'm not sure.
What's this name? Oh.
It is the French name. Okay, we have Ebka, and they are playing. I forgot to change the American team's names here, but I'll do that in a sec. The A team?
The A team.
Which is the A team, yeah. Okay, that works. I'm just going to quickly fix this up here. So, just because the team names are different. And then we lost Ebka and A team and Sauerkrauts. Okay. Sauerkrauts and Ebka. Where?
I think you're a team now.
I already moved up. A team. Okay. Okay, next matchup. All American Rejects. Here we go. Versus... Can't be another American team. And it looks like we dodged it. So that is... okay, the BGs. All right.
You didn't take out the All American Rejects.
Yes, we'll do that. All American Rejects. Geordie's here for the competitive integrity. Last time I did this was a complete shocker. So what was it? Veggies.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take out Team Worst before I spin. So Team Worst here, we are playing Team Worst versus Section 8. Yep. Let's take out the Section 8. Section 8. I also should do this here. So Sauerkrauts are playing Mongrels. A team are playing Ebka. Veggies are playing Rejects. Veggies.
We're not looking good for a. We're probably going to get a mirror round 1, aren't we?
Yeah, I might have to do a respin of something at some point. It's hard to dodge.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? I've got one more.
Section 8. You got
worst, right? Versus Section 8 needs the worst. Yeah. Okay, then clocks versus.
Come on.
I'm not going to count egg timers as a mirror, by the way.
Come on, Yena.
Oh, okay. They almost got the bin men, but Poland White.
That would have been great though.
That would have been hype. Yeah. Oh well.
That would have been so
close, but so far. Okay, and then we remove. What's next? Egg timers. Egg timers versus
Frankenstein's,
which doesn't exist yet, but they will. Where I never put them here. Yeah. Okay, so then we go. The Brigands, where are they? The Brigands versus the Austrian dudes.
You know, Werfel Waffle.
Okay, the Dice Cockers. I haven't rolled a mirror yet, which is probably not a good sign. I got rid of one of the Polish teams at least. So okay, well I forgot to.
There you go.
Dice Cockers versus Poland 2, right? That's fine, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they're next to each other. That's convenient. Okay, yeah. No Scotland, no party.
What's the bit one of the Australian teams gets it just to play the whole round again? Oh no, there we go.
Haggis.
Is that any sort of mirror? I mean, I just assume because of Haggis.
That's a good question. So Haggis, are we going to count that as a mirror?
I don't recognize the names. So.
No, it's a mixed.
I don't think it is. Yeah.
Okay, so Scotland versus Haggis. Okay, and then we have no, that is actually Team No Narrative. Yep. Versus. Is it going to be one of the Aussie teams? That'd be hype. I want to play them. Come on, or Bin Man would be good. That's a mirror. We can't do that.
Yeah.
All right, reroll. Reroll.
To be fair, there'd be a lot of hype in that game, though. To be honest.
Yeah,
there would be a lot.
I think they'd be fine with it, but just because we're doing it for everyone else, right? So Team Wales, yeah.
Oh, I hope we get Grit and Brian's Team.
Okay,
Are you
Team
Nair or am I? Are you Nair or am I Nair?
I thought I'm Nair. I'm Nair. All right.
Okay, so I'm Nah. Okay.
Yeah, nah. Nair versus the Tapas Templars. That's good because that gets rid of one. That's very good. Team Nair, Tapas Templars. Okay. Grit and grind mentality.
Come on. Is half.
Okay.
Give me this one.
Versus Spanish.
Oh.
Okay. Holy Hamandas.
Oh no.
Okay. Team Nah.
Look who's left.
Yeah,
I know what's gonna happen.
We're in
I know what's gonna happen.
Team Nah. Do we get the bin men?
Oh no.
No, you missed it.
Oh, I avoided it.
Versus the Bok Boys. Alright, so Team Nah versus the Bok Boys. And okay, then only clans versus. We don't have any mirrors here, so these are all valid. Only clans versus Team Stripes, which leaves Netherlands versus the Bin.
Oof.
Big matchup.
That's a big matchup.
Only clans.
So I'll be right back.
Yep. Okay, so now we're into the next round. So as I said before, we'll go down up this time. So we're going to start with the Netherlands. Just so it's a bit fairer in terms of the draw. So here we go. First round, Team Netherlands. They can't play, obviously, the same as the first round. So here we go. To people watching and in the Discord, I'll release the list and the matchups after I do this and get off. And I have 3 minutes to do the next rounds, but to be late, I think. Team Nair is playing Netherlands. And there. Okay, and then we have Team Wales are playing. Okay, it's the clocks. Team Wales playing the clocks. Alright, Team Stripes are playing.
Oh, did you do one in the first round or?
I did. I've done a few. So wait, Team Stripes are playing Ebco. Yeah, that's a fun match actually. Team Stripes.
Oh, chess clock versus Wales and you guys.
Some good
you
matches.
guys versus the Netherlands. Oh, you're right.
All right, the Bocky boys are playing. Gonna be the bin men, isn't it? It's got this feeling. Oh no, section.
Grit and grind.
Bock boys, grit and grind.
AKA toxic hyenas.
Yes. All right, and then we have haggis and hangovers, etc. versus. Please get rid of one of the Polish teams or something. Okay, looks like.
Oh, the Germans.
Okay. That's.
Wait, is Wiener?
That's the Austrians.
Oh, that's the Austrians.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Poland White is playing. Poland White is playing. Can't be Poland Red, obviously. Or who they played last round. Is playing the worst, looks like.
Yeah.
That's a valid match. The worst. What can I
want to say something.
Yeah?
No, that's all right.
Fellowship of Dublin are playing.
Ooh.
Geordie's team is still in there.
Fuck off.
So close, so far.
Twice.
Alright, we have only clans.
Oh, you put that under my name.
Oh, did I? Yeah. Oh. Wait, were they playing?
Yeah. They're playing only clans. So you know you're doing us.
Yeah. Now I'm doing it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
Okay.
You're scaring me.
Okay. So we have what is it? Tuppers versus you, right? Yeah.
They're Spaniards.
Okay.
This is actually kind of getting rid of half the things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. Good. Veggies are playing Brigins, looks like. Yeah.
Obo's team.
Yep. Veggies are playing Brigandos. Holy Hammonders are playing. I want team no narrative. That would be hype. Come on. Okay. It's probably the least hype matchup, but that's okay. Team Frankenstein. I kind of cursed it a bit there. It's alright. Just to make sure there's no duplicates so far, right?
Nah, there's not.
Okay. Just alright. A team are playing. Section 8 looks like. Oh, yep.
Is that
Section 8? That's fine, right? Yeah. Okay, sauerkrauts are playing.
No Scotland, no party.
Okay. The Scottish team. Sauerkrauts, that's fine. Scottish team. Alright, team no narrative are playing.
Here we
go. Ooh, Poland Red, is it? Oh, is it gonna make it?
No, that's got this. The Portuguese. Was it a full Portuguese team? I think so.
What is it? Sorry, it's no narrative, right?
Yeah, Dutchess, yeah.
And Poland Red, and then the other one will be order. So Poland Red is playing Cheese Mongrels.
Does that work?
Yes.
Yes.
As long as the other matchup works. What's the other matchup? Rejects versus Egg Timers. That works. Yeah. That will be good for time zones. Yeah. All right, round 3. So now we go top down. Yeah. Was that right? What I did? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mongrels, yeah. Okay, round 3. So we'll go Mongrels versus... Alright, I just need to send someone a Discord message on it.
Mongrels versus Grit and Grinds.
Yep. Okay, Mongrels versus Grit and Grind. That works. Alright, then... Oh, hold on. Well, if I don't roll them, it's fine. But Ebka versus Bin. Alright. So Ebka versus Bin. Okay, and then we have All American Rejects versus... Frankenstein.
I think this is the furthest you've got without something fucking up.
Yeah, we got one mirror so far, which is really small. Yeah. Team worst. That's why I'm getting a bit nervous because I feel like it should have had a duplicate already.
it's gonna just be an absolute nightmare round 4. You're like, just cut round 4. No, you're only playing 3.
Team worst versus Only Clans.
Does that work?
Let's have a look. Yeah,
it does.
Okay, then chess clock. Ooh. Oh, okay.
I think that this might have already.
No,
oh no,
it might be the egg timers thing. Oh no, okay. We don't know. Holy Hamandas. Okay, then the timers are playing. Nope. Okay, that was on the line. I need a instant replay for that. Timers are playing Section 8. Is that?
No, it's
yeah,
not.
That's doable. Okay, then Brigands are playing.
Ooh, the air team.
The Brigands are playing the A team. Is that doable? Yeah. Brigands. A team. Yep. Okay, then we're on to Dice Cockers are playing. I want some. We need some.
I kind of want some hype matchups.
Yeah, we want some round 4 hype matchups.
I feel like there hasn't been like too many hype matchups, to be honest.
Dice Cockers are playing the Stripes. Yep, that works.
I mean, to be fair, the Team Wales have kind of got like most of the hype so far.
We'll get the hype matchups in the knockouts, right? Like it's a 2-part tournament. So
are we doing knockouts? Are we?
Yeah. So the top 8. The top 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Top
have
8.
you announced it?
Yeah, I have. It's in the pack. Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Poland Red is playing. The Sauerkrauts. Okay.
Where?
Poland Red, yep. And then Scotland, no party.
Yes. Yes.
The rematch.
The rematch. The rematch.
Okay, team no narrative are playing. Oh, come on, give us an yeah. Come on. Oh, so close, but so far. All right. Is that? Yep, that's legal as well. All right, am I gonna roll a duplicate? Team no narrative versus the Netherlands, and then we have Team Naye is playing. Is that a duplicate? I think that is, right? Yes, that one I can't do. Okay. Team Naye is playing. Oh, don't roll it again. Come on. Okay.
Last time you rolled the same one like 5 times in a row.
Yeah, something ridiculous like that. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. I got the Naye's confused. This is Scotland. Needs to be nah. Okay. And then this is Veggies. Needs to be there. Oh, Naye.
Not confusing at all.
No, not even remotely. The Tappers Templars are playing. What's their situation? No, that no, yeah, no.
That's gonna confuse the fuck out of them.
Okay, so Tappers Templars and Haggis. Yep.
So you've had one mirror and then one.
So Wiener, do these matchups work?
Wiener Waffler,
I think so. Wiener. There's enough teams though, right, where it's probably going to happen less than what we normally do. To be fair, the duplicates anyway.
I mean, last time it was 26, wasn't there, or 20?
24, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Wiener Bach boys, yeah, that does work. And then does the remaining matchup work? Poland White. Yeah. All right. Okay, into the final round. Okay, where we go down, up again. So starting from Netherlands, we get. So they can't play Bin, Naye, or Narrative. They can play the Bot Boys. All right. So Netherlands Bot Boys. Okay, right. Wales.
Wales have got some hyped games.
Yep.
Hyped rounds.
Wales. Do they get the bin men?
Another one. They get the Portuguese.
Oh, that's cool though.
That's
Wales, cool. Portuguese. I'm losing my place for here. I'm just gonna. Oh, I can't do it. I can't hide them, can I? Oh well. Stripes. The Stripes are playing.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, nah.
That's us.
That's kind of.
Which one's the Stripes? Is the Stripes?
That's not the Gavin one. It's the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nah. Not nah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not yeah.
Okay. Haggis men are playing. Come on, just give me like no narrative bin. That's what I want. Oh god. Dodge. Good. All right, is that a viable? No, that one I have to reroll. All right.
Oh, that's 2. It's still a lot better than last time we did it with 5 at the same time.
Yeah.
Same one. Poland red.
Yep, that's fine.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Nah, Stu, what's going to happen? This is going to be Fellowship of the Burn versus yeah.
I mean, I'm down. I just want narrative bid, and that would be most hype. Okay, so we have Poland White is playing Dodge. Yep, we've well and truly dodged. The Wieners. Yep, that's fine. Okay. The Bin Men.
Here we go.
The bin men. What is the final round for the? Give me no narrative. Come on, no narrative. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's too far.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Can we just re-roll it?
No, that's definitely illegal.
Would it, oh,
that's definitely illegal.
I mean, like,
I know.
I mean, like, I don't want to say it, but they're going through, aren't they? Makes you sad.
Only clans. What are they playing?
They need to be knocked out and fucking. They need to be knocked out in the pool stages, don't they?
Yeah.
And the egg timers.
Only clans, egg timers. That's. Wait, hold on. I put this in the wrong. Okay. Only clans, egg timers. That's fine. All right, Tuppers Templars are playing. Obviously, can't be the Hammonders or whoever they've played.
Can't be Nair either.
That's section 8. Does that work? Yep. Okay, veggies. Alright, that's kind of hard to be fair. Veggies, no narrative. I like that. Alright.
Who's the Bidgies?
Oh, it's a French team, yeah.
Is it? Or
Yep.
the Serbian team? Which one's Serbian?
I don't know actually. Veggies. Sorry, what was it? Veggies and the no narrative. Veggies, no narrative. Yeah, that's doable. Okay, Holy Hammonders are playing the A team. Yep, legal.
That works.
Now, what will happen if we have an invalid matchup at the end? I'm gonna roll the whole list, and then it will replace one of them. I think is what I'll do. So some of this still might change. They're right next to each other. Okay.
So what we're hoping for is that the bin
Yes, get re-rolled into. That's the idea.
Yes.
Okay,
bin into no narrative. Come on.
Grit and Grind are playing.
That's hype.
All right, we got one. That's hype. All right.
I wanted
I'm
that,
down.
man.
I'm so down for that. All right. Okay, sauerkrauts. Obviously can't play the worst guys. Sauerkrauts are playing Frank Arena. I think that works. Yep. Oops.
Nope, that's no.
Yep. Playing Frank Arena. Wait, did I just? No, hold on.
Sauerkraut's playing Sauerkrauts around.
Yeah. Okay. Scotland are playing.
I'd like to see Chess Clock versus All American Rejects. That would be cool. No, I should have shut up.
Yeah, that just completely cursed it. Yeah. All right.
To be fair, that would be that's probably not a bad.
I think that's pretty hype. Yeah. Egg timers. No. What have we got? Wait, where's egg timers? What have I stuffed up here?
Oh God, here we go.
Wait, Epcot cheese mongrels worst egg timers.
You put only clans next to. No, we'll go back. You put only clans at Chess Clock, not egg timers.
Oh, okay, it is right. All right, yeah. Okay. So clocks, okay, are playing. What can they play of these three? All of them?
Clocks versus Epka. Worst is all right.
Oh, that's hype. That's actually that's a shark matchup for sure. They're both really good teams. All right, worst versus clocks, and then it's the last one, doable. Abka cheese mongrels. Yep. So no reroll.
Holy shit!
All right, that's it. So hype matchups. There's a few of them in there, but the bin. I feel like the bin ones dodged some of the. I don't know. Would love to see them against no narrative or one of the Spanish teams or something.
I mean, who did bin get in the end?
They did get Ebka, right? So that's interesting. But
I mean, that is the it's the third team. So,
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I know. Anyway, that's the draw. I've got to go play a game. But yep, I will see you all later. thanks for joining me, Geordie. And
Thank you very much.
I'll post the lists and the matchups in the Discord for the people who are part of that. So I'll see you later.